Computer notifications. Cold and freeze warnings. Okie dokie. Quiet on the set.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And no other frickin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are. Two idiots who misinterpret the news so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack. And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another exciting edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the Shroud of the Avatar news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own personal life choices and ours, because they deserve to be questioned.
That's right.
Giveaways are hopefully open on both streams, where if you want to get in on the streamer bundle for Shroud players, you can always do !bundle me on both streams, twitch.tv/NBNN News and twitch.tv/Cynicist. And if you really, really want to get in on the Steam key giveaways, on Laz's side, you need to !I love free shit, and my side, you need to pound the bootay, because sometimes we like to make things a little bit more difficult on everybody. Oh man, and I like the length of that intro song there, Laz. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, there's a little miscommunication this year with my guy. Is yeah, it was usually when I hire him to do them, it's either a 30-second clip or a 1 minute clip. And
Yeah.
we were having the conversation, and I says, is this going to be 30 seconds, 1 minute? And apparently he took it as 1 minute after the intro finishes. So after he does,
Whoops.
he does, lunch with Laz and Jack, then he extended it out another minute. Which I think is
Yeah.
pretty cool. He did another great job from my
Yeah.
voiceover guy. He does a great job
Yeah.
for us. I've been using him for about 5 years now. He is
5 years. Yeah.
he's the other voice of
Lunch with
NBNN.
Laz and Jack.
Yeah, he's the voice of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where Elaney is the voice of WRFB. Yes,
Yeah. He's the
Laney.
voice of the intro. Yeah.
Yes. And of course, as many of you know, especially I know Tina is happy that I kept the graceful Bard intro part instead of updating that with one of the AI generated versions of "I love this shit." How could I not keep the graceful Bard? You know what I'm saying? I mean, she just
I think the way that she did her loops and everything else was so entertaining.
you just
and
can't
on the fly.
recreate that ever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, of course, I could use the whole original "I love this shit," but that's got a couple
It's
problems.
6 minutes long.
Yeah, something like that. But is my voiceover guy, got to give him props. He does a great job, and I return every year, and I just tell him, listen, same scripts. Actually, of course, I changed one of the scripts this year because, of course, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years has got to be changed every year. And
Yeah.
I made that one, and he says, well, I can do things a little bit more aggressive this year, which I said, listen, you're the guy. And he asked, then of course, he went into a little bit more depth this year. He's like, what kind of music you want in the background? I says, well, listen, the radio station is top
Everything.
180s, pop rock. So, do something
Yeah.
along those lines. And that's all I tell him. I just give him a little push in the right direction, give him the scripts, and, and of course, I did tell him, of course, he'd done it a couple years ago, which is right after he announces You and Me. He put this explosion type sound in, and that's what I use to
Yeah.
transpose between the opening scene and the live scene. So I told him to make sure he put that back in this year, and this way, every time he gets to that explosion, that's when the scene changes and it goes and does its thing. And
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
part of the production. But just for those of you who care at all, yes, some thought and some work actually goes into that each and every year, and I do hire somebody to do that, and of course,
Yes. Hey
he
man,
does a
Fiverr's a
wonderful
great
job.
thing.
So yes, it is absolutely. Although
Considering
if it only costs
Fiverr was used
$5,
to create my.
it would be great. But
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's
mine cost us a
fluctuating rates.
little bit more than $5.
We bit more than $5
Yeah.
for that.
Let's just put it this way: $25 an intro. So I do 5 or 6 intros. Yeah, that adds up real quick.
That's still cheap.
It is,
Dang.
considering what we get for it. Is actually I have no problems bearing that cost because it's just the price of getting the quality content that we get. Yes, and
entertaining.
I gotta give Keith props, man. He does us good every year. So I've thought about trimming it down a little bit, but then I said, you know what? I paid for it. I'm going to use it. So
my question is Keith a full-time, like, is he actually a disc jockey, or does he just do the audio stuff for fun, or is that more of his full-time job?
Well, I'm going to give you a link. I'll show you here real quick.
Okay. Yeah. Send that to me.
It's called Your Imaging Guy is what he calls himself. And I think this is all he does now.
That's cool. I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
that's
right
good that he
now
is.
he has 8 orders in queue. So I mean, and
Nice.
when
Yeah.
I had actually, I'm just going to throw it in the main Discord if anybody ever wants to use him.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you click on that and bring it up, I'm just going to bring it up on the so people can see what Keith looks like. Yeah, I
Smoking
mean,
a cigar.
yeah, yeah. Actually, he's not smoking. He does have a cigar in one of them, but
Oh, that's on his Facebook page.
oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm on the Fiverr page. But this is all he does. Tells me how many he's got in queue and what he does, and then he's got loads of samples, and let's see if my
Yep.
latest review is in there. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
7,500 intros and outros for Fiverr.
Oh yeah. I mean he's just this is what he
Yeah.
does. Yep, there we go. As always, Keith delivered the goods. I come back year after years, 5 years worth of new stuff because I know I'm getting a quality product
Yes.
with a pro done the way I want it. Hire Keith and you will not be disappointed in what you get. A plus 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 across the board. And yeah, that was my
Yep.
review, and of course, his response was, "You make it so easy. You always make my day with your reviews. Thank you so much, my friend, because I do leave him a good review every year." And again, we've got a working relationship over the years now that he knows every year right after Christmas, I come to him and I go, "Hey, it's that time of the year again." That's exactly how I start every conversation. It's that time of the year again, and he gets a kick out of it, and then we have a conversation
That's good.
about
Yeah.
what's going on, and and he gets it done, man. I don't know, usually it's
He churns it out.
yeah, usually it's a 2-day turnaround. This year he did it in less than 24 hours, which tells me he probably dropped everything to get me done because he had 10 in queue, and
Oh, damn.
when he started me, and he still had 10 in queue when he finished me. So I'm thinking that he pushed me to the front of the line, you know, uh, to get me knocked out because I'm a repeat customer. So the rest of them, I guess he says, okay, well you guys are new guys.
He actually posted your review on Facebook.
Oh, did he? Oh, send me a link.
Yeah. Hold on. I think that's yours. Is that one yours?
No, that's not me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I thought that I love. Yeah. But yep.
Yeah, mine would actually have if you see here, I'm just gonna do this. Since he did get the whatchamacallit, the other guys, or is that his logo there? But in the review here, you'll see the NBNN logo on my review here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Open in the right window. So that way I can click just one button. Okay, I'm closing this Facebook page. Yep.
Or he knew you'd be coming and had things already waiting for you. No, I don't think so there, Tina. Actually, now that you say that, I'm gonna show you something that happened, and you're all gonna laugh. Okay, so you heard today's intro. Or no, well, I guess tomorrow's intro is the one. So maybe we'll have to hold this till tomorrow. But I'll play it anyway. This was the original intros. He messed up 2 of them initially. And yeah, I'm gonna play them real quick right now. At least one of them. This is tomorrow's intro, but here's the mess up.
Quiet on the set. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, with 2 idiots misinterpreting the news so you don't have to. Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Did you catch what the problem was?
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, well, pay attention to this one.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, with two idiots misinterpreting the news so you don't have to. Lunch with Laz and Jack.
Yes.
What was the issue?
He's missing the
Quiet on the
station
set.
ID.
Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida.
Well, he did say WRFB.
No, he didn't. Yeah, one more time.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia, coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, with
Night Rider's like
Quiet
WWRFB.
on the set. Coming to you live from Deltona, Florida, with two idiots misinterpreting.
Okay, yeah, that one did miss it.
Yeah, that one and the next one missed him originally, so you had him have him go up and
Whoopsies.
have
Edit
him
his copy.
fix those and edit those. Yeah, because and he's like, I'm an idiot. I don't know how that happened, and I'm like, hey, dude, that's all right. Yeah,
It's all good, man.
again, that's why I hire you. When I say you missed it, you just go, okay, and he fixed it within like an hour and got me the proper ones back. And actually, I was gonna bust his chops and have him go back to do the WWRRFFBB on all of them, but I figured just having it. Here, come on, you gotta love this one. Yeah.
Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But he only does that on one of them out of all the six I had done. So, but makes it just a little bit unique, and he made all of them just a little bit more unique if you listen to them throughout the week. But anyway, enough about that. There's zealots going. Is there anything else going on? LOL. And yes, there is. So let's get into it.
We do have a wee bit of Shroud news.
Well, I've got plenty of Shroud news. I've got 100+ topics lined up from over the Christmas break. We just have to get to them.
Yeah. And just so everybody knows, the Shroud roadmap for 2024, I have heard that the
one more meeting
before they're able to get us the completed Shroud 2024 roadmap to us. The Shroud 2025 roadmap will take a couple of meetings. So we look forward to the Shroud 2024 roadmap and the Shroud 2025 roadmap. And are you ready to get into some of the forum discussions there, Les?
Absolutely. Let's get it on.
Okay. So Isabel has a problem with unlocked glyphs and combos and how to use them. She has tried several times to use unlocked glyphs, but I don't understand the mechanics, and the automatic translations on the information I find make it even more unintelligible. Testing, I have what you see in the image, except the image is broken. I've put glyphs randomly just to test. In the right column, I can put 14 glyphs, and I can put all 14 glyphs in the same slot, which is what I've done with slot 6. Why do I want to have 14 glyphs in the same slot? Does pressing that key execute them all? But if I don't have 14 glyphs, when I go into combat, the slot is empty, and depending on the number of glyphs I put in, it will make more or less time for one to appear. And every time I go into combat, a different glyph appears in slot 6. How can I prepare for combat if I don't know which glyphs I'm going to be able to use?
Worst system ever.
Hey, this is a well thought out card deck mechanic of Chris's inspiration that he took from other games and poorly implemented.
You mean because he had no original ideas himself?
Yes, because he was a super fan of what was that card game, deck building game that was popular right before Shroud?
Oh, I have no idea. But
Hearthstone, maybe? No, it was more like Hearthstone. He was playing that, and that's where. And then some other game. There are two games that had deck building as a component, and that's where he got the idea for the decks, not Pokemon and Magic.
Magic the Gathering.
Although Magic would be more closely aligned to it, without all the fun things that were supposed to happen. Let's see. I need to use dodge, but any other glyph of the 14 I put in that slot appears. Why, when I drag the glyphs from the left column to the right column in this column, they appear gray, and it tells me that I cannot drag the glyph to any slot in that deck, but I can drag it instead. Shroud logic. And what about combos? How are they created? How are they used? If I open the deck window and go to the combos tab, there are a few combos there, but I can't drag them anywhere or see how to create new combos that could be useful to my character. I don't understand anything. Could someone with a lot of patience and kindness explain all this in the simplest way possible, taking into account that it will be translated by an automatic translator? And remember, Isabel is not a native English speaker. Conjurer, also not a conjurer. Dragon, also not a native English speaker, because Conjurer is one of our German crew. When you put several unlocked glyphs in one slot, then those will rotate in place. One appears, stays a while, vanishes again, the next appears. Only the glyph shown in the moment you press the key will be activated. You can influence the rotation of the glyphs, the magic spell to keep the glyphs active longer in the focus school, and the magic spell to wipe all the active glyphs and replace them is also in the focus school. If a glyph is active, you don't need to right-click it to dismiss it for this time in the rotation to get the next glyph. You do not use a slot for a combo. You put both glyphs that would combine to a combo in slots and combine them there. Strength averse and juxtapose equals a weakness combo. Conjurer forgot one point of contention there. The combos do not work with locked glyphs.
But we're not referring to a locked.
I'm aware, but yeah.
Well, actually, if you read the next line.
Okay. Slot 1, strength. Slot 2, juxtapose. One of the glyphs can be locked to charge, but needs to be unlocked to be able to do a combo. Yes, thank you for that clarification there, Conjurer. And press R, standard key, to combine glyphs, then click the first glyph and then the second glyph, and voila, you have a slot with the combo glyph, which was the second click. The other thing is also you can tap them quickly. Tap them quickly. And Conjurer's like, the combos do work with locked glyphs as long as one of the slots is open.
Unlocked, yes.
Unlocked, yeah. And Violet with here's a guide I made a long time ago to about the main difference between locked and unlocked glyphs with deck templates to follow. And that is a very, very long post by Violet. One of the main benefits of unlocked decks is that you can stack glyphs as you draw them. 2 fireball glyphs combined makes a 2-charge fireball. Same thing as if you have locked your fireball spell and pressed it for 2 charges. The thing is, you can stack up to 9 spells at a time, so you could have 9 spells at 5 or 6 stacks ready to fire off immediately.
Okay,
If you
stop.
fail,
You can stack up to 9 spells at a time.
well,
I don't
remember,
understand how that's possible.
so if you have 9, like what? So imagine you have 9 locked glyphs, right?
Right.
And then in your so I'm going to use 1 as the rotation one, as the unlocked glyphs, based off of Conjurer's information. What you would do is you would put all of those skills in slot 1, and then you would lock in all of the others, the other skills that you would have. Okay. Then comes the fun thing of stacking
as the
as
rotation
one goes through.
as the
Yes.
rotating comes, you stack it onto. Interesting. I would never have thought to do that.
Well,
Yeah.
if you think about that, that is a lot of one in memorizing exactly where each slot is. Oh, you can only create a combo in the open unlocked slot. So 1 combo and not 9. Yeah. Oh, Conjurer.
Yeah, but she's not talking about combos. She's just talking about stacking.
Yeah. Otherwise, you have to unlock all of them and put all the skills.
What her example is: 2 fireball glyphs make 2 charge fireball.
Yeah.
And you can stack those. So if you have 9 out of your 10 slots with static locked glyphs,
Yeah.
and then your last one, or say your first one, is rotating and the other 9 are locked. As they rotate, you can stack the other 9 locked glyphs. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is an exercise in futility, realistically.
Yeah,
Now,
we're not
the other
talking
thing
combos. We're talking charging here.
Yeah.
Conjurer. So yeah.
Yeah. Not combos. You wouldn't be able to do 9 combos all at once, though, but you would be able to stack the 9.
That's an interesting. That's an interesting thought. Never would have thought about that, but that's a nice way to charge up and fire off several different, one after the other. If you charge up a whole bunch of them, have them sitting there waiting, and then when you're ready to use them, bing, bang, you hit number 5, and a 5 slot is just sitting there charged, ready to go.
The other thing that's really interesting is, like, if you actually go into the game real quick, I actually have to swap my deck.
Conjurer, you're misunderstanding. Okay, let's get over here. You can't stack to 9. What she's saying is, if glyph 1 had everything, and you had 9 other glyphs in the deck locked, that the 9 the ones that were rotating in one could then be stacked one on top of the other in the other 9 slots to make a fully 5 charge stack, is what she's saying. And she's not saying you can stack it to 9. She's saying that you can stack all 9 slots to fully charge using one rotating one rotating slot. That's what she's saying. She's not saying you can stack to 9, because you can't. 6 is actually the max, only if you're specialized.
So the other thing is, realistically, okay, so Laz, how long And I'm going to use the skill knockdown for this. Okay, and my knockdown skill is, if I can find it, 140. Okay,
Okay.
it only does a max of a 5 stack.
Right, because you have no
So,
specialization.
yes, that is correct. Now, how long do you think that 5 stack is actually going to take me to do with a locked glyph?
Oh, I don't know, 4 or 5 seconds.
Okay, so you ready for this?
Let's do it.
I'm going to start pressing the button in 3, 2, 1, press. 2, 3 seconds. It's a little less than 3 seconds.
Okay.
You saw how quick that was, right? 1, 2. It's probably two and a half seconds.
And you're stacking all the way to 5?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Well, I mean, I have to let my charge cool down because the charge takes 13 seconds for that 5 stacks. So the second one was like a 4 stack, but it is. But other skills, and I'm going to use Frenzy, even though I don't have a. Actually, that's not Frenzy. I'm using Anthem of Alacrity, which is. I'm going to be here for fucking 5 days because I pressed 5 thinking it was Frenzy, but it wasn't. I'm still charging. Oh man. There it goes. Some skills takes forever to charge. So Frenzy, I do have Taming Specialization. That skill is at 140. So this is a 6 stack. You ready for this, Laz?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man, that was a 6 stack. And I actually started at 1. I didn't start at 0.
Yeah, still 5 seconds,
But-
not even.
Yeah. For a full 6 stack. Some skills, it's going to be much faster to have as a static rather than a how would we say this? As some skills much faster to charge as a locked glyph than
Ring of Fire
unlocked
takes
and
me
locked.
a couple seconds. And let's see, Ignite Weapon, a little bit faster.
Yeah.
And of course,
But
Meteor Shower takes a little slower. Rapid Fire, a little slower.
It's still, but if you compare that to the speed of having a random deck with like 20 different cards in it, you're always stacking and never using skills. So sometimes charging is going to be much faster. I will say that using a random and locked glyph for skills that take forever to charge, like the entire Bard tree, it's actually much better to stack than it is to charge.
Well, if you're using a random deck and all your decks, all your cards in the random deck match another deck, as soon as it comes up, you can actually just toss it onto another stack and the next card comes up. There is no waiting there. So technically that could be faster.
Well, that's why I said depending on the tree.
Yeah.
And Bard tree is one where stacking is faster than charging.
Right. I'll give you that.
All other skills, it's probably going to be faster to charge. I mean, yeah.
You know, it's got to be fast right now.
What's going to be fast is us going over to our MooBot tabs and closing that bottom of the hour draw and saying, Conjure Dragon is going to be getting a streamer bundle. Congratulations. If I can find him. He's sitting on my shoulder.
And yes, we did get streamer bundles today. Thank you, Lainey.
Yes, we did. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's go back to Violet's comment. What's going to happen is I will draw a fireball. It'll go in my fireball slot. Then I'll draw another glyph, fire arrow, which will go in the fire arrow slot. Then I'll draw a fireball. This will go in my drawing slot, so I can combine 2 fireballs together, keep this up and reach 5 or 6 stacks of each spell. Drawing speed modifiers are huge for a build like this. Light armor spec with flurry, spellbinder stance, chaotic feedback, and mind lock will lock your drawn glyphs to ensure they don't go back into the deck after a few seconds. Drawn cards decay and go back into the deck. It's basically like playing with a deck of cards instead of just spells you press on. It's more interactive, much more challenging, a royal pain in the ass, a really shitty user experience.
Oh, hold on. Yeah,
Not really
see.
way more rewarding.
Now, Conjurer, therein lies the rub. Because the other 9 are locked, when you stack them, they don't disappear because they're locked.
Yeah.
So every time she brings them over. So that 20-second time limit does not apply to the other 9 stacks. How's that one for interesting? I hadn't thought about that. I was contemplating Conjurer going, it only sits for 20 seconds, but those decks are locked. So as you're dragging them over, they're locked. So they're just stacking and sitting there waiting. Oh, interesting concept.
See, I think at some point in time it has to revert back to the single stack.
Does it? I don't know. Should we?
I don't know. I would need to build a deck.
Well, let's take
game.
Let's take a look at this. Let's hold on.
Let's see.
I'm going to duplicate this.
Oh, come on. Copy deck.
Copy deck down to the bottom. Okay.
And let's modify deck and let's
modify
call this
deck.
Random. Oh, what are we going to call this one? Blah. Okay, so we're going to come. We're going to lock.
I'm just going to leave it the same. I'm just going to add one of my rotating ones, and I'm just going to take and put my Ring of Fire. You're just going to put the ones that I'm several of them just to test a couple here. So,
well, what I'm doing is
slot 3 and unlock it.
What I'm doing is essentially I am going through, just my skill. Oh yeah, I don't have any ground pound. Whoopsies.
So I want to put Fire Arrow. Is Fire Arrow one of them? No. What do I want? I want to do fire.
Done. Let's go equip this one. Okay, so. Fuck. 1-7. I can't stack these two.
How do I get rid of? How do I clear a slot?
Oh, this is kind of shitty. So I can't stack onto the locked one.
Really?
No. No. So you can't stack onto the locked one. So you would actually really have to oh, why the fuck didn't that's not stacking. So it's not stacking unlocked onto locked or locked onto unlock. So essentially you really would have to play with a really random deck.
That doesn't make sense because I unlock that. Modify deck. All right, number 3 should be unlocked, but mine keeps saying it's locked.
Yeah. Yeah. It's one where essentially you're going to have to play around with much more random decks in order to do things.
Yeah, but
So I don't know how you would actually get to 9.
What I'm saying is I unlocked my third slot, but it's telling me that the third slot is actually locked.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I did just unlock everything, but now
Which
I
is
have to wait for the cards to. Oh, damn it! Hit the wrong buttons. Let's see. That's 1-3. So that one actually will do it. So essentially, you're the fuck. Yeah, this is a pain in the ass. I don't even know where that skill is. It in this the stacking. Sometimes remember I said you can stack by tapping the keys quickly. Doesn't
yeah.
always work.
Let's see. The really weird part is, oh, maybe because
Yeah, I mean this just becomes
yeah, but
a nightmare.
I changed the deck and it's still not changing the deck for me, which is
Did you equip it?
yeah.
Because I've got my random one up or pseudo random one.
Oh, what did I do? Did I change my main deck? Is that what I did? Oh, I see.
You may have just
I may have
screwed
just
yourself.
I just screwed my yeah. No?
But I mean, I don't know why anybody would do this. This is way
Yeah.
too much management and way too much.
I can't tell what deck that
Yeah,
got modified now.
yeah.
I would have
It's
assumed
like
it was the one I duplicated. Oh,
I
hold
don't
on.
know.
Do I have a second one there? Let's see. That's not that
Yeah, I
one.
mean, it's like so far. You'll laugh at this, Laz. Oh fuck! I just fucking wasted a skill, but it's one where it's like I'm just creating problems after problems with
Oh, there we
trying
go.
to do this versus charging.
There we go.
So I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to lock each of these.
Yeah,
Right?
you can't stack that. You're right.
Yeah.
It won't go over and stack. So I don't know what she's
Yes.
referring
Yeah.
to.
And the other thing is like if you're stacking, remember that you have to when you modify that deck, essentially what you want to do is remove everything else. Okay. So that way it's just locked. It's like
Yeah,
that way you can actually charge. I mean, this is much faster.
yeah, I'll stick with my lock deck. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, this is much faster and I don't have to worry about attempting to do things and accidentally oh, you think that people claiming that tapping are doing like the key is actually held down at the same time? It's possible, man. It's possible. Shroud magic,
Yeah,
shroud logic.
I ain't got that kind of mobility. You know, those Dex monkeys, you know, can't do all that, first off. Second off,
Yeah.
I have a whole bunch of other stuff that's already been reprogrammed. So if it was programmed and I remapped it, then I'm fucked to begin with. So I'm not even going to go there at this point because like many of you guys have like V as something, but me, I changed mine to vendor listing, and L, I got mine to lot listing, and T, I've which should be this here. This I don't know why the tips, I guess they
You
are
you
for
you
your
you,
yeah.
you remapped a bunch of shit.
I remapped a whole bunch of shit because it just makes
Yeah.
better sense to me. So, and as for using the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, I'd be lucky if I could hit that in the heat of battle without looking down. I'm already trying to figure out what the hell's going on my screen, trying to stay alive. I ain't got time to be looking down at that shit. So.
Yes. And going back to this forum
Now, Tina
post,
also says, I think people claiming the tapping are doing that and not realizing, which is quite
and that's
possible
the
also.
holding down the key. So
Yeah.
within that millisecond, that Sean guy actually posted a combo tutorial. And remember, a combo tutorial video, which is several minutes long. It's only a minute and 54 seconds.
Want to run it?
We can run it. So let's go ahead and click play on this video in 3, 2, 1, play.
Hello avatars, I am Drist, and today I'm going to show you where you can find out what combos you have available to you, how you can find out which combos you can train into, as well as how to work those into your deck. So without further ado, access the combos window by clicking on the Windows selector icon, then selecting Glyphs. The Glyphs tab shows you what skills you currently have available, and next to it is the Combos tab where you can see what combos you can perform and which ones you can train into. By default, it will only show you what combos you can currently perform, but if you want to see what other combos can be learned, simply click Show Unavailable Combos. You can filter out combos that don't apply to you by pressing Filter by Skull and uncheck the skulls that don't apply to you. Using the first combo that is available to me as an example, I can combine Puncture with Ice Fist. To get Icy Puncture, I give up a smidge of the physical damage of Puncture, as well as a smidge of the move rate reduction of Ice Fist, but I gain water damage. This combo can help me if I was going up against something that was weak to water damage. To use these, access your combat deck and create new or modify an existing deck. Add the relevant skills to the right side of the deck creation screen, then assign the skills a location on your combat bar in unlocked format. Then, in combat, as relevant skills appear, combine them by stacking one on the other using the mouse or hotkeys. Two light combos can be combined to make a stronger combo. If you're not subscribed, click subscribe. If you like what you're seeing, give me a thumbs up. And of course, your feedback and comments are greatly appreciated and welcomed in the comment section. So until next time, have a great day.
Reminder, that was in early access, done a long time ago.
So much so. Let's go to the Windows selector real quick. Do you see a glyphs thing there? Or a combo?
No, there was, what was the hotkey for that?
I don't know.
Okay, skills. No.
Well, no. You have to go into the combat deck, modify your deck, and then you've got combos that are listed.
Right,
based
but
off of your deck.
there's another whole window that will bring up again. I don't have the hotkey anymore.
Yeah,
Let's go into the settings.
Go to the options. Go to interface. Oh wait, no, controls. Where's it going to be? Binding, glyph. I mean, if only this was organized in some way, searchable,
I think it's under
usable.
controls.
Yeah, I'm under controls. I'm just scrolling through it.
Yeah, whoever uses combat rolling? Anybody?
Accidentally. And that's related to Shroud targeting. You can't dodge an attack. So it's all completely useless. Because of the network
There's a
sucks.
glyph list, so let me set that to. Does my G do anything? Let's try setting that to G.
Is G set to something?
Yeah, and there's the glyph list.
Will it tell you if you clear anything?
If you're in the
Yeah.
combat decks and you right click
Yeah.
on it, yeah, you'll see it when you or left click on it.
Yeah. So like if I'm in my non-barred or non-show stuff, let's see what all combos I actually have available.
You have all the combos available that, you know.
But it's not showing what I actually have equipped.
No, just what's available.
Yeah.
You still have
what's available.
Yeah.
Because I've got a bunch of shit in different skill trees, but yeah. But I don't like have the flaming bash, which is flame fish and shield bash, because I don't have shield bash because I don't have anything in the shield tree. Because why?
Like I have summon skeleton mage. Do I have enlightenment? That's interesting. I have to go in there and sun tree. Do I have enlightenment? I guess I do. I have 2 whole points in enlightenment.
So, this is really silly. If you're in the ice tree, you can summon a fire elemental with juxtapose. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, but now looking at this, you have to have the combat decks window, you have to have the glyphs window, you have to have your skills window to see what your points are. You know how many windows you need just to create a deck? It's ridiculous. Is really what I've said since day one.
Not only that, but remember that Chris nerfed the Shroud math related to combos and made them useless. Because
I thought combos were easy and we were going to be adding a whole bunch. Never mind.
Well, Morkin's like, I needed 3 years till I managed to use that combos, and then I see that they are totally useless. Additionally, I have to unlock the combat bar for pushing the glyphs. Yes, combos are completely useless because the Shroud team nerfed the living shit out of them, especially Chris. And I know someone's going to ask, who's Chris?
Who's Chris? Chris who?
It is the combos are nowhere near as powerful as the amount of time that it takes to build a combo.
Unless you're using the ones that our good friend Conjure Dragon have shown us are totally fucked, like the coup d'etat that will one hit a dragon because it hits twice.
I mean, that's Shroud logic.
Yeah. But we're gonna fix that when we get a coder. Yeah, I know.
We'll fix something eventually.
I know. Moving right along. Venatorian. We only got a couple minutes left.
Hold on. I'm responding to someone's message to me that wants to know, how is the Braemar looking? It's still pink, man. It's still pink. Then we have Vantorian. This is perhaps the most difficult adjustment when you start to use unlocked decks. When a slot is unlocked, you no longer have a guarantee that skill you want will appear there. You have less certainty and less control, but you can get more powerful combinations. No, I will disagree with you, Vantorian.
Combos suck.
Because, and I'm referring to this as it's much faster for me to charge
A single skill.
majority of a single skill for most skills, and remember the exclusion of the bard tree. It is much faster to charge those skills than it is to try to manually stack them. The combos, for the most part, have been completely nerfed to oblivion.
And keep in mind that getting a stack combo is, not the easiest thing to do.
No, it takes
Whereas,
a lot of time.
as if you're going to stack a combo, you're going to spend some time doing the work, and you're dead by the time you get there. If you're just going to stack a single glyph, it's so much easier. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. To me, combos do not the benefit do not outweigh the time and inclination, because realistically, during a fight, they don't generally last long enough for combos to come into play anyways. Even something that has 30,000 hit points.
Especially something that has 30,000 hit points.
Yes. Vantorian uses a combination of locked and unlocked slots and decks. I lock Knight's Armor in one slot. I don't charge it. The cooldown is never a problem, but I never want to wait for it to appear if I need it. I also lock Berserker Stance because I have this buff active and charge to the maximum level, so I don't want to wait for the unlocked glyphs to appear. Most of the other slots are unlocked with glyphs like Crushing Blow and Stone Fist. I don't care what I get. I will use whatever comes. Remember, here he is just button smashing,
spamming
skills.
Whatever comes out.
Yeah. This configuration is great for me, but everyone has their own style. To understand which glyphs you should unlock, you can experiment with a new deck while fighting easier opponents, so you don't worry about dying. Make small changes and see how they affect each fight, and have fun. Yeah. Then Isabel does thank everybody, and she will try again and let you know what I get. Hey, remember the project after the revision of the crafting and some of the drop stuff was going to be the changing of the combat stuff.
I mean, after
which we can expect after we get the crafting update. That was announced 8 months ago?
Something like that.
And we haven't had an update on crafting updates since then?
We'll get an update when an update's ready. Just like we'll get an update when the 2018 Unity is ready.
We'll get the
update when the server finally has memory and goes online.
We'll get the 2024 roadmap after one more meeting.
The map server gets put in, and the map problem gets fixed and workable. Or right. Moving right along, let's go get over to the MooBot. That's right. Time for us to pull some giveaways.
Time for us to start getting out of here. Lomir is victorious. He's not on the set, but I'll wait for tomorrow to give him the trade for the streamer bundle.
The luck of Morkin, one more time.
Oh, man.
Morkin's just killing it lately.
Congrats. Oh, man.
There's Morgan.
Okay, and
first off another streamer bundle.
And for my Steam key, it's going to be going to Knight Rider, who doesn't want 100% mixed juice. He's getting himself a copy of 200% mixed juice.
200.
200% mixed juice, which is a $7 game right now. So,
all right.
Yeah,
Well, let's see.
They use some Shroud math to go from 100 to 200%.
Well, we've got a copy of Checkmate Showdown on Steam. We're at $19.99, and that's going to go to one lucky viewer out there. We close the giveaway, pick ourselves a winner. And Knight Rider, you got yourself a copy of Checkmate Showdown on Steam. We're at $20, so congratulations to you. And of course, big thank you to all of you folks out there who continually come on out, join us in chat, join us for our giveaways, and join us here each and every day. We do appreciate you, because without you folks, we couldn't be here doing what we do 5 days a week for over 10 years. 10 years, because streaming's hard, folks. Streaming's real hard.
Streaming an hour a day is super, super hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, from two idiots who misinterpret the news so you don't have to, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And there he is. And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.